grocery shop. This is my weekly shop. It's a little bit more than weekly. I was out of a few things, so I did get a few things for the month rather than remembering to get it each week, just because I don't have any stocks, for example, like the cleaning stuff. So we're gonna go through that. I did try and stack all this up into one big shop so I could use my 10% off. So I did use that. I got $21.44 off. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see that on my phone. No, I'll just pop it up on the screen. But $21.44 say with Everyday Extra for my 10% off. I also collected 10 rewards dollars, which I'll use on next week's shop. And I got extra points plus 5 times points for the corned meat that you're gonna see. So let's go through this. So I paid out of pocket $192.95. It was $210 in change before I applied my discount. So let's go through it. I have, obviously we're gonna start down here with the pork mince. Obviously it was $8 for 800 grams as usual. I also got a kilo of the beef mince for $11, and I'm probably gonna mix those together. I'm going to do a lasagna, as you can see here. And my big kid is doing one night a week now, and he wants to do chili con carne, which he knows how to make. I do supervise him in the kitchen. He is 10 and a half, but he's gonna make chili con carne one night this week. So I will mix these together. So instead of doing 500, which we used to do, now we're doing most of the time half and half. So this will be 400 and 500, so 900. I'll do a big batch of lasagna and a big batch of chili con carne with that. So $8, $11. Up here for the bulk chicken pack, we have $16.48. Usually I would go to the butcher. I can probably do better price at the butcher. I just did not have time today. We have been sick for 3 days at home. And I mean, I just took a bunch of Panadol and a bunch of other pills just to be able to go to the shops and get this done. So got this done. So we've got chicken breasts. I'm going to probably poach some of those because I have some wraps over there I'm going to do. And I'll probably do a couple of easy meals with those. Also in the meat, we have a whole chicken here. $4.50 still. This is marked down for winter, so this will be like this until I think the end of August. So $4.50 a kilo, so $8.20 for the chicken. Down here, $8 a kilo again for the corned beef silver side. I got a slightly bigger one, so nearly 2 kilos for $15.92. I got a slightly bigger one so I can show you I didn't have some leftovers, hopefully. The kids and hubby are really enjoying this. I don't want to burn them out on it, but it is really nice to be able to just throw something in the slow cooker, throw something on the stove, come back a few hours later, and that part of the meal be done. So yeah, love that. $9.90 for the big block of cheese over here. Sorry, kids fighting over watering the garden because they'll find anything to fight over, won't they? Alright, we have some chicken nuggets here, which you guys see I get them semi-often. The kids enjoy them. We usually do them as nugget salad, so I just chop them up and do them as like a crumb chicken on a salad with sometimes croutons and usually the Caesar dressing. Sometimes I even have bacon. I don't believe I have that this week. But we have the nuggets are $3.50 now. $4.19 for the Bell Farms carrot, peas and corn. They still have the $2, I think it's $2.90 now for the Woolworths brand carrots, peas and corn, potato and zucchini. But I wanted to try this one because, yeah, I wanted to try it. We've got 3 little milks for $4.50 each as usual. Over here we got gluten-free tempura battered nuggets because I got them a couple weeks ago and they were quite enjoyable. There was 18 in a pack, I believe. So there should be enough for me to do a nugget salad to match the kids and hubby. And then I can have nuggets as a side one day when they're having something that I don't eat. So it's a 400 gram box for $8. So not a great deal, but not like bad for gluten-free. Also, the tenders are the exact same size box for the exact same amount is $10. So there you go. All right, coming across, let's stay with the gluten-free stuff for a minute. We have some gluten-free cornflakes here, which are upside down for some reason. I use those not as cereal, I don't like cornflakes, but I use those as breading for stencils and crumbs and stuff like that. It's cheaper than gluten-free crumbs or gluten-free bread. I do keep my bread ends because I don't necessarily, sometimes I eat them, but I do keep my gluten-free bread ends and blitz them up. But the cereal is $3 for gluten-free cornflakes, and it makes a really lovely crumb. We have the bombs, which are $3.50 as usual, which are gluten-free. That's the actual cereal I'm going to eat. We have crackers down here for the kids for school lunches. I get a few things like that to help bulk out school lunches and then the rest is like fruit and veg and stuff like that. That was $1.50. Down here to the muesli bars, they're $2.50 a box still. Again, I just grabbed them to go into the cupboard for a day that I'm not well, or a day I have a million appointments on and maybe I don't have time to spend, half an hour doing lunches. We did get a bag of mandarins, which I got, again, I didn't go to the fruit shop. I didn't have time. I just got two things of fruit to get us through tonight, really. It'll probably only really do us tonight. The mandarins were $3.10 and the pears were $2.80. They're both the Odd Bunch ones. Speaking of Odd Bunch, we have the juicing carrots for $6.90 for 5 kilos. We're going through about 2.5 kilos a week, so I can probably make these last. They'll do us for the month. I'm just getting them in bulk, basically. Kids. We also have over here the Max Charge, the knockoff muesli brand cereal. I think they're playing with the hose. That's what that is in the background. You can hear. They're not dying, I promise. $4.50 for that for the kids. Down there, hidden for $2.50 is a plum jam. That's mine to replace one the kids have contaminated. Down here, the tasty cheese corn chips for $2.50 on special. There will be for the chili con carne. So we generally do chili con carne served with rice, corn chips, and cornbread. So it goes further. That end, I have two kids that love cornbread, and I love cornbread, and it's gluten-free and easy to make. And then one that doesn't like it, and hubby's okay without it. Again, I said we're making lasagna, so we got kids. We got the lasagna sheets here. They were, let me see, $2 for the normal one. And then down here I had such problems trying to find these because they're in a different section of the store for some reason. Don't ask me. The lady didn't know either why they were there. I'm just stalling for time while I find them on my receipt. Send me more lasagna gluten-free was 2 for $4 each. So they're $4 each, that's $8. I'll probably only use, actually if I'm doing a big batch, I might do both. 2 at $4 each. We also have a banana bread. They are definitely fighting over the hose. A gluten-free banana bread for $3.40. I did get a few more gluten-free things, as you can see. I do have a kid that is sensitive to gluten, and so I am buying a few more of these kind of items. We have the chocolate chips, which can be a treat for the kids and hubby, as long as I hide them from hubby, for $2.50. We have the tasty barbecue rice crackers that we get every week for 90 cents. We have the vanilla wafers we get every week for 80 cents. We have gluten-free white wraps, which were on clearance for $4.20. There's 4 wraps there. So I've got lots of salad stuff. I've got lots of greens from the garden. I've got some tomatoes and some cucumber in the fridge. So I'm gonna do like chicken and salad wraps for me for lunches, or maybe an easy dinner. We have some white sugar up here. We are out again once we refill the coffee and tea sort of canisters, the baking canister, and just the amount of people we've had over lately. We've gone through it, so we got $4.25 for 3 kilos there. We have the gluten-free bread, so it was $6.50 for the Woolies mini loaves, and it was $7 for this one, so I grabbed this one, $7.50. $3.50 now for the raisin toast for the kids. I grabbed that. They'll probably be through that in a day. I did grab 2 things of crumpets, which I'm gonna hide. I might freeze one, which should do 2 more breakfasts. And then they have the cereal as well. My kids are bottomless. I have one going through puberty, so We've got more stuff to go through, but just so I don't forget, this is actually from the bakery outside the Woolworths. This is all on clearance for $2. So this is a pull apart bacon and cheese bread. We have a white bakery bread loaf, and we have some white soft buns. So $2 each, $6. Up here for $1.50 each is dishwashing liquid. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 of those. We are completely out. We go through just over 1 a week. We also have 2 laundry liquids because, again, I'm running low, so I just grabbed 2 to stock up while I was in the aisle and remembering. I did get more paper plates. You guys told me to get more, and I realized that the pack I bought was only like a 10 pack for like $7 or something ridiculous, $6.50. They didn't have these last time I went, but in the same section they had these like essentials ones, like the old school ones like we used to have. $3.15 for the bowls, and $3.75 for the plates, and they're both 50 packs, so that's awesome. That'll save me some washing up, some time, some effort. $11.50 for the packet of wipes, the packet of nappies at the back there, which I mean we're all used to now, and $11 for the wipes. I do spring for the Woolworths wipes instead of the ones at Big W because my husband just leaves them open and they end up going to waste. So this is actually a little bit more expensive, but the fact that they close properly means that they last better in my house. So there it is. Again, I paid $192.95 out of pocket after my discount. My discount was $21.44, so it was $210 and change for all of this, plus the $6 for the bread. So $216 and change. How did I do? I don't think I did too badly, sort of self-assessment wise. And obviously that's enough dish soap for about a month. It's laundry liquid for a month. That's nappies and wipes for, the wipes will last a little bit longer than a fortnight, but that's nappies for a fortnight. We've got breakfast for a little over a week, hopefully. We've got carrots for the month, hopefully. So yeah, next week we should just be able to do bread, milk, meat, and fruit and veg. So yeah.
Every time I think you're gonna walk out of my door,